Hello and welcome to Indiana Free Library's Crafternoon on Facebook. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a loom using a toilet paper, tube, popsicle sticks, and duct tape. We're then going to craft friendship bracelets using yarn. Let's get started.
To make the loom, you will need 5 craft sticks, a toilet paper tube, duct tape, ruler, marker, and some scotch tape. We will begin by marking each craft stick. I'm going to use the width of the ruler as my measure. Next, we will mark the toilet paper tube. We want 5 evenly spaced marks around the top of the toilet paper tube. I'm going to eyeball these because they don't need to be perfect. Now I'll place a line on the outside of the tube where each of my marks were. Now I'm going to add one of the craft sticks to each of my marks. I'm going to line up the mark on the craft stick with the top of the toilet paper tube and just use scotch tape to secure it to the tube. I will do this for each of the 5 craft sticks. Now we're going to take our duct tape. We want a piece of duct tape long enough to wrap the entire way around the tube. Lay that flat on the table and then place your loom on the duct tape and wrap it around. Press the duct tape so that it sticks to the toilet paper tube securely. We will repeat that process with another piece of duct tape to wrap around the bottom of our loom. Now our loom is ready to use. To knit, you will need your loom, yarn, scissors, and a plastic needle. To get started, drop the end of your yarn down the center of the cardboard roll, letting 4 to 5 inches of the tail hang out the bottom. Working from the ball of yarn, wrap the yarn around one craft stick once in a clockwise direction. Then take your yarn to the second craft stick, winding it around once in a clockwise direction. Continue on all 5 sticks. To begin knitting, lay your yarn across the first craft stick just above the stitch that you cast on. With your fingers, hook the lower stitch and gently pull it out over the stitch above it and all the way off the craft stick. Let it fall to the other side of the craft stick. Gently pull the tail of the yarn to tighten the stitch a little. Continue around your loom doing the same with each craft stick. Lay the yarn across, pull the bottom stitch up and over the yarn above it and off the end of the stick. Remember to give the tail of yarn a tug from time to tighten up the stitches. Continue knitting until your project reaches a length that you're happy with. When you reach the end of your project, you'll need to cast off your stitches in a way that secures them and keeps your project from unraveling. Cut your yarn, leaving a tail at least 6 inches long. Thread a sewing needle with this tail. Each of your craft sticks should have just 1 stitch remaining on it, and these stitches will form little loops once removed from the stick. Slide the sewing needle up under one of these stitches and slip the loop off the craft stick. Proceed around the loom until all of the stitches are off the loom and on the yarn on your sewing needle. Gently pull on the tail so that the loops close. Tie a knot close to the loop to secure everything in place. Repeat this process at the other end of your project. It may be a little hard to find the loops, but just do the best you can. You just want to make sure that you secure this end with a knot so that your project doesn't unravel.
Now that we've made our friendship bracelet, we can tie this onto our own wrist or give it to a friend that we haven't seen in quite a while. I would love to see what other ideas you can come up with using your loom. Show us in the comments below and have a great day.